Hello friends! Winter solstice is upon us, which means the shortest day of the year. Now when I'm filming this, it's not the exact winter solstice, but we are within 3 days of it, so we can get a pretty accurate representation of what the darkness looks like this time of year in Alaska, in Anchorage. Now you need to remember, as you go further north, they get less hours of daylight than we do here in Anchorage. So I'm just sharing my experience here in Anchorage. We've got a lot planned today. It's kind of an exciting day that we've been waiting for quite a while. So this is a good day to film anyways, and we'll bring you along. And I forgot to mention, it's -11 outside this morning. Brr. It is about 8:30 and the boys are having some breakfast. It's definitely still dark out. Sunrise today is supposed to be at 10:17, so we still have a few more hours of darkness. Okay, so for the past year, we have been babying our washing machine along. If something could go wrong, it's gone wrong. Mark has fixed it 5 or 6 times, and even with Mark fixing it, you have to stick a rag in just perfectly or it leaks all over the floor. And even if you do it just perfectly, it often still leaks all over the floor, so I have to wipe up water after every laundry wash. So today, fingers crossed, I think it's getting taken care of. This little shirt here, this is being used right now as the rag that makes it so it hopefully doesn't leak everywhere. And since I do so much laundry around here, I'm actually pretty excited about today's delivery because the home is my domain. I spend so much time cooking and cleaning. It would be nice to have things that function properly. We've also replaced this gasket 2 or 3 times and it's coming off again, so that's always fun. But I'm just gonna not worry about it and do this last couple loads.
It's gonna be full now that I don't know if I can turn it off. Wow, we have
mushrooms! Yay!
There's a bunch of jam in here. Oh, huh. Very.
That's why you never found it. I hope the new one has.
If you're giving it away, you probably want to use a new one. And then you're supposed to fill it with some treats.
Wait, $10 real dollars?
No, it has the stuff inside is supposed to be a birthday present. Your house is over there in the hutch. You can go look at it anytime you want. You just gotta turn the light on. When it gets this cold out, our doors can't handle it. There's ice on the inside. There is a beautiful moon out still at 9 a.m. up there. Good morning, Miss Luna. Yeah. Okay, it's now 9:30 out. It's just starting to not be pitch black outside. You can see the sun starting to peek out from behind the mountains. Moon is still pretty bright out there. It's sure gorgeous, but cold. Well, friends, while I was getting ready, I got the dreaded call that you get on delivery day. We were supposed to get our things delivered today between the hours of 10 and 2. At about 10:45, they called and said the truck is having problems and they are trying to get another delivery truck. So we will see if this whole thing even happens today. Real life around here. Nothing ever goes according to plan, but that's all right. We are going to keep moving forward, getting the house prepped today and showing you what it looks like throughout winter solstice here in Alaska. Okay, let's keep moving. While I'm getting things prepped, let's talk a little bit about why this is happening today. So I explained to you earlier that our washing machine has been acting up for about a year or more, and so has our refrigerator. Both of them have been dying a slow death. And we have been replacing parts as they have broken. We have done what we can to keep them functioning, but I went to Lowe's on Black Friday and needed to buy a washing machine for the Airbnb that we own, because the washing machine, even though we have also worked on that one and replaced parts and tried everything we could think of and research, it gets stuck at like 16 minutes and will not drain water, even though we've replaced all the parts that says it needs to be replaced for it to drain all the water and work properly. So I went to Lowe's on Black Friday to order a new washing machine for the Airbnb, but also had in the back of my mind that we needed a refrigerator and a washing machine. And then they were having some awesome deals on things that I had been looking at for months, if not a whole year. I had started doing research on what I wanted in a new refrigerator when I realized ours was dying this slow death, because I wanted to be informed by the time it was time to purchase one, what I really wanted in a refrigerator. And there were several things I was looking for. So when I walked into Lowe's to buy the washing machine on Black Friday, the refrigerator that I wanted was on a really good sale. And also their washers and dryers were on good sale. And then they had a matching stove that went with the refrigerator. And because I do a lot of cooking and a lot of cooking videos, I thought it would look nice in the kitchen to have a matching stove and refrigerator since they're right next to each other. Now I know that wasn't a necessity, but I have worked really, really hard on this YouTube channel for almost 3 years now. And I just started paying myself a paycheck recently, and I've been saving up that money for something that I have been thinking about for a long time, and it was these appliances. So I was able to purchase a washer, dryer, a second washer, a refrigerator, and a stove on Black Friday because they were all on like super sale. Plus, if you purchased 5 items, you got like an additional $500 off. I was able to take what I have been setting aside from my YouTube money over the past year and buy those things for our family. Now, I have been a stay-at-home mom for the past 12, almost 13 years. I was a elementary teacher before that. I loved teaching, but Mark and I felt it was really important for me to be a stay-at-home mom. And I have really, really loved it. And I don't regret that for a minute. But if you have been a stay-at-home mom, you know sometimes it's hard when you don't feel like you are contributing as much to the household income and you make a lot of the purchases for your family. I'm buying all the food, I buy the kids' clothes, I update the house when things break and when we need something. So I spend a lot of money for our family, but wasn't feeling like I was contributing very much. So there was a real sense of pride, not in a bad pride way, but in like a very humble gratitude way. Like, I get to do this for my family. I get to help provide some of the things that we have wanted for years. And how cool is it that I can do that with money that I have earned from building a community on the internet, from reaching out to people and finding out what they want to see from our videos and making those happen. I have spent countless hours working on this YouTube channel over the last 3 years to make it what you see today. And it has become more personal with each and every video, more in tune with my community here on YouTube so that I can produce better videos. And it felt amazing to be able to use some of the profits from that venture to provide these things for our family. So it's kind of an emotional day for me, if I'm being honest, that these things are arriving now and they are going to be in our home because of all of you and watching our videos and all the hard work that I have put in over the past 3 years. I didn't get paid anything for the first 2 years, and for this 3rd year it was not very much at the beginning, and it has just finally started to grow to a point where I can put some aside. I have put thousands of dollars back into this channel in the form of buying equipment, buying courses so that I could learn how to do things that I didn't know how to do, for editing and YouTube, for doing giveaways. Giveaways are one of my absolute favorite things. And I don't know if you guys realize, I do giveaways very, very different than pretty much anybody that I've ever seen. A lot of giveaways on YouTube and Instagram are a strategy to gain followers. They want you to tag somebody. They want you to, go and tag all your friends and share their reel to your story so that they are gaining more new followers. And that is the reason for their giveaways. My giveaways from the very beginning have always been for my existing followers. I have them join my email list because we have scammers that go in and tell everybody that they won if I ever mention a giveaway in a video. Thank you, bots. They can find those words in videos and they go in and tell everybody that they've won. So I moved it to a private email list, but that is because I want it to be for the people that are actually watching my videos as a thank you. I do not do giveaways to try and get new followers. I do my giveaways as a thank you to my existing followers that I am so grateful for and I love so much. So for a long time, every bit of the money that I was making was going back into these kind of things. Now I'm still doing giveaways. I'm doing more giveaways than I've ever done before, and it has been so much fun. We have given away gift boxes from Alaska. We have given away my favorite belt bag. We have given away Costco gift cards. We have given away my favorite vegetable chopper and kitchen gadgets. I have given away this Christmas season my favorite geometry towels and Ben soap. Anything I could think of that you guys have heard me talk about over and over and over in my videos, I wanted to do as a giveaway to my community. So I've been able to do much more than I could have done in the past, but I've also been able to pay myself, and that is where these appliances are coming from. So thank you for helping me make this reality. God has put it on my heart to share these things with you all. And sometimes it's scary putting your life out there, but the constant messages I get from people about how our videos have brighten their day or help them through a hard time keep me pulling out the camera and sharing our life with you and attempting to share some light with the world that I know is full of darkness and hard things.
Hurt me.
I'm so sorry. Here, come here. Let me hold you. I'm just finishing talking.
Hunter hit me right here with her shirt. That was hard.
You smell like a corn dog.
I ate one.
Are you turning into a corn dog?
No.
You smell like one.
What, Hunter?
I'm really sorry. I see a bump there, yeah.
That's where he hit me.
I'm sorry. Can I kiss it?
Yes.
So thank you guys for supporting our family, for supporting our channel. We cannot wait to see what this channel has become by next year this time, because this year has been a wild ride and I'm just excited for all the ideas I have going forward, because I really care about you guys and we just want to continue to share these things. Thank you for bearing with me while I get emotional. You guys, if you've been around for a while, you know that I hold things close to my heart. So this is a lot more than just filming videos to me. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Luna, the inspector, has definitely come to check out my work.
Castle.
And you can see what our kitchen cabinets used to look like. That's the color they used to be before I painted them. This gray. I'm still glad I painted them because I like how they look, but they do need a lot of touch-ups. They do need a really good scrub down. It's a little tricky with kids to have painted cabinets. They don't stay as nice. Exhibit A.
And if you didn't know, I lost a tooth.
And have another wiggly one.
That way next to it.
Is wiggly.
Right now.
And the new one's coming in.
Yes. And the ones that are next to it, that one, are getting tighter.
Gonna have to save the scrubbing the cabinets and doing touch-up painting till after the holidays. Don't want to open that can of worms. No. So when we bought this refrigerator as newlyweds, it was such a huge deal. It's still a big deal to buy big appliances, don't get me wrong, but I just remember it felt like such a huge thing. We actually bought this damaged model. It had this big dent right here, which, you know, has been here. And we've added to the dents over the years, but that one was there originally, so we got a huge discount on it, and I just remember that being what we could afford when we first got married.
Okay. Count that by one. One is how I remember 10, 9.
Yikes! It's even worse than the fridge. So we just got the call that the delivery truck has been repaired, so they are going to deliver it today. It's just going to be much later than we first anticipated. So we are going to move forward with taking apart the stove. The stove we will be selling. The refrigerator we might sell as like a garage fridge. Sometimes people like to have like old fridges in their garage to hold extra food. Mark doesn't like the idea of us keeping it in the garage, so I'm not sure we're gonna go that route. But anything that's still usable, we're going to sell for just a little bit of money, or give away to somebody in need if they really just want it. And anything that is not working anymore, we paid to have them take away and recycle. Yes,
We found something. I actually found something that's for the season.
Oh yeah. So it is gorgeous outside, but we are still sitting at about -8 degrees. Mark and the boys went out for a little while. They came in, their faces were just so red and cold. So it is a chilly day. Chilly, chilly day. I think Luna is a little bit concerned about all this. She is just keeping a close eye on what we're doing in the kitchen. Well, friends, it is 3:30. The sun is going down. It is nighttime. And we have a delivery truck here. Woohoo! What do we have first?
Well, they need to probably haul everything out.
Now that they're here, it's crunch time. I gotta get everything out of the refrigerator. Man, when you take everything out of your fridge at once, it's like a reverse Costco haul. The house is kind of a wreck. We've been in limbo all day of like trying to do projects and wait for the stuff to be delivered, so it's happening. It has not warmed up much. It's -6, so these guys are amazing. I'm sure they've been out in the cold all day. Well, they just took our stove out to the garage and then told me that they don't have my new stove, so whew, they might have to bring it back up, which is frustrating only because I called 3 days ago and said, hey, is everything in? Oh yeah, we've got everything except the stove. Kind of need a stove. Or maybe I'll just take it as a sign to not cook for the next couple days. Mark had to take down his sheep for the refrigerator to come through, and then he had to take down doors to get the washing machine in the apartment, and there were other problems in there, and then this happened.
$50.
This is a lot. I knew it was gonna be a lot, but the refrigerator they sent is not what I ordered. They're gonna order me new panels, but they're not gonna be here till February, so I'm gonna have a blue fridge till February, but that's okay. It's like a blue-gray. I gave myself a pep talk yesterday that I knew there would be hiccups along the way. There always is with this kind of thing. And that's coming to pass, and so it's okay. We'll work through it. All right. The real heroes of the night here were these delivery men. They are just a contractor that delivers things. So I was on the phone with Lowe's, and these men were amazing, bringing everything up and down the stairs. So much easier than Mark and I could ever do it. It really was a blessing to have them deliver it. Okay, here is where we are at after over an hour. That was a really... That was an hour and 45 minutes. Sorry, I didn't know what time we started. They worked really hard. Those men were awesome. We gave them envelopes as they walked out saying Merry Christmas because they put in extra effort. Whew. So here's where we're at. The refrigerator, it came wrong. It's supposed to be all white. So we have these light blue and then white. So they're gonna have to order new doors, but they said February. So we'll have to wait for that. The stove, they ended up bringing up our old stove because for some reason Lowe's cannot find the new stove. They said we had record of it. I have 5 people looking for it. Nobody can find it. So I said, I need you to bring back up my old stove because we can't be without a stove if it's gonna be months. I don't know how long it's gonna take to get the stove, which is really sad because I did call several days ago. They said, yep, everything's here. And so that's why we had it all unhooked. Washer and dryer are great. Now if we could just magically have all the laundry fold itself, that would be awesome. The other washing machine is downstairs and we need 2 different things to make it work. So lots of hurdles, but we'll work through them. All right, friends, it has been a few days since the delivery of all the appliances, and now that I've lived with them for a few days, I figured I should do an ending to the video because they delivered them. Mark and I rushed off to a Christmas party, and I didn't really get to kind of recap my feelings about the new appliances. It was an emotional roller coaster. Let's just put it at that. I had prepared myself by telling myself these things don't usually go smoothly, so just be prepared for there to be some hiccups. And man, did that come true. So maybe I needed to have some better thoughts about this. I don't know. I was just trying to prepare myself because that's usually how it goes. Things getting delivered in Alaska, I think it's probably universal anywhere you get deliveries. It just can be kind of a headache. So let's start with the refrigerator. This is not the color I ordered. They have ordered white doors. Once it is all white, I think it is going to be really pretty. We're supposed to have a matching stove, which is also white. I think it's all gonna look really nice together. I just don't know yet because they cannot find my stove. So once we have the matching white refrigerator and white stove, I think it's going to be gorgeous. It is taking a little bit of getting used to not have handles. You open these, there's a little divot here. And then on this one, you pull here to open the full door. Or you have to open further in Instead of here, you open here and you get this awesome beverage center. Here's your water, and here is the water pitcher, and this water pitcher fills itself. It's the little things when you're a mom, you guys. I love that water pitcher so much. It's so much easier to make my smoothie. It's so much easier to take to the table because you just use it and then you put it back in, and once you shut the door, it refills and it's ready to go the next time. Honestly, it was one of the major selling points on it for me. Next up, it just has so much more room than my old refrigerator. We are going on a trip, so we are trying to get rid of food, so there's not a ton in here anyways, but my other refrigerator, this whole top corner was full of an ice maker. And so I'm feeling like when I bring my next Costco haul home, this is gonna feel really big because we have all this, and then we also have this drawer right here that you can either choose to be just a cold drawer, or you can choose to have it be like, what do they call it? It says soft freeze. So it can be like in between. You can have it have a soft freeze in there if that's what you want to keep in there. So that is really good. Right now it's full of these awesome 49th State Brewing Company sodas. One of our beautiful viewers sent these to us for Christmas, had a box of them sent to our house. Root beer, blueberry soda, and my favorite, which is spruce tip soda. These are Alaska made and they're so much fun. So I had those in there from a party. And then we have the freezer, which I have not really put back together. And this is where your ice maker is, and it comes with a scoop and 2 different kinds of ice. Bigger ice cubes and then little cubes and then bigger cubes, which is pretty cool. And then this covers that up, and then there's a whole another layer down there for the freezer. So I'm loving the refrigerator. It's taking some getting used to. I am gonna have to scrub it down to keep it clean. If I end up hating the white, I can pay to get new panels put on. That's kind of one of the features of this refrigerator, and I could change it to say stainless steel or black or whatever color. But I think once I have it and the stove, it will be really nice. Let's take a quick step into the laundry room. So I went with a Whirlpool top loading washing machine, and this thing holds so much more than my front loader. Plus it has this, comes out. So if you're washing like a really big blanket, you can do that. You pull this up, it says load and go. You fill it up with 1 liter of detergent, and then it dispenses it, and then it gives you a little code when it's empty. I feel like washing machines have come a long way since we bought one 12 years ago or whatever. Actually, I think ours were like 14 years old. And I did get the matching dryer because it holds the same amount as the washer, and it's white. I was just having a hard time having a red dryer with a white washer, but that's just because I have issues with, you know, things needing to look good in my home. Anyways, so we're selling the dryer because it was still in good working condition. Or if we hear of somebody that really needs a dryer, we will pass that along. The other ones went to be recycled because they just had so many problems with them. So that's where we're at. I spend so much time doing laundry and in the kitchen. It feels good to have working appliances, and the stove will just be a bonus when it comes, and so will the white doors that supposedly are gonna come by February for the refrigerator. So thanks for coming on this appliance journey with us. It is actually now the real winter solstice. That was what this video started out as. It is 3:20. The sun is going down. It is beautiful out. It will be extremely dark by 5 o'clock, like pitch black dark. And that's what we're going through right now. But from today on, we will start gaining a little bit of daylight, and we will get to a full 8 hours by like end of February. So we still do have a lot more darkness and cold ahead of us, but we at least have reached winter solstice. Thank you so much for spending time with us. We are so grateful for each and every one of you. We love you. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and we'll see you again real soon for more of This Alaska Life.